ass boy.
Dude, Maxx Crosby is so damn angry. He keeps calling everybody little ass boy. Hey, little ass boy. I'm like, I'm little out here, but not always, you know?
We're back on the desk here, three little ass boys with Maxx Crosby.
I was gonna say.
Yep, here on the bench.
Minshew's a little ass boy. What are we?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, the great guests continue. Max, great to have you, man. Especially this week as we're getting ready for the Super Bowl. You face the Chiefs twice every single season. I know it's a cliche question to ask what makes them a tough matchup, but what really fires it up during that matchup against a guy like Mahomes?
I mean, it starts with, their culture. They got a great head coach, a great quarterback, a great tight end, all Hall of Fame level guys. And then you go to the defensive side, you got a Chris Jones. You got a ton of talent on that side as well. Young guy like Karlaftis getting better. And they got players, all around, and they believe. When you have a championship DNA, you're going to give yourself a chance to win every single time. So you could see them have struggles, go up and down, but at the end of the day, they're still the Chiefs. So they know how to win. They don't panic when things are going bad, and you got to respect them at the end of the day. So yeah, I mean, they're the team at the top. We got to take them down. For us to be in that conversation, we play them twice a year, and at the end of the day, they earn the right to be there. So I respect it.
Yeah. Well, I think Steve Wilkes probably be watching a lot of the tape that you guys put on them around Christmas when you basically shut them down as well as any other team. But we've got to talk about that Minshew thing and the trash talking there, which I think was one of the highlights of the season. Can you tell us about who were some of the best trash talkers in the league, maybe some of the worst as well?
Yeah, I mean, the Minshew thing, that's what I do. It doesn't matter. It's in practice, OTAs, whoever I'm playing, like it could be the quarterback. Like quarterback's number one target every time, but like the running back as well, the O-lineman, like now people are starting to catch me on video, and it is what it is. Like the Chiefs one with Mahomes, that was the first one that people got to see, and they're like, oh, he's an asshole and whatever. I'm like, I do it every time. It's what I do. So people finally got to see it, and then they see Minshew, and they're like, okay, maybe he is like that. I'm like, go ask my teammates. It's every day. But for me, it's just about gaining an edge in any way I can. So if I could, creep a little bit of doubt into their mind, then I'm doing my job. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So yeah, there's some good trash talkers. There's some terrible ones. I mean, most O-linemen are terrible at trash talking. I'm not going to lie. There's some quarterbacks that are decent, like Phillip Rivers. I would say I would put him up there. I played him a few times, early in my career. But yeah, I mean, there's only a couple that I could, come to the top of my head when it comes to like good trash talkers.
Well, I need some help with your trash talking, if you don't mind, with these two a-holes. Because, listen, Max, everyone knows you're a great teammate. You're lighting the guys up. You're lighting cigars in the locker room. You're getting everyone around you. You're also the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee as well. You give to the community. Everyone knows what a big heart you are. But what I would think is that you would never leave people behind. Like if you went out on a night in Vegas with all your boys, right? You don't leave anyone behind. Like you stick together as a team, right? And so what happened last night is these two a-holes and a couple other selfish pricks honestly left me and a couple other guys behind.
Wow.
It's outrageous. And so what kind of trash talk would you give to teammates like this that, bailed on you at a crucial moment?
Yeah, I mean, it's super important. At the end of the day, that's the motto. You never leave your guys behind. All my boys are with me. They're somewhere around here behind.
That's because you're a man. That's because you're a man of honor.
They're with me. You got to honor that. So yeah, honestly, you call him a little ass boy. You can, just ghost them, act like you don't know them anymore, and just kind of see how they react.
Yep.
That's gonna be tough for you.
Just
I'm stuck on a show with them every day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the issue.
Just go.
I still may try it.
Silent for a couple weeks, but yeah, I mean, you got a few options there.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Max.
No
I
doubt.
may call you in.
I bet.
Max, you brought up how you were nominated for Walton Payton Man of the Year, of course. I just wanted to hear about some of your efforts with that this season.
For me, I honestly had no idea I was going to be nominated. For me, I lead, I give with no intent to receive. That's how I live my life. Some of the best people in my life, mentors, from Rod Marinelli to Dana White to a guy like Floyd Mayweather, like those are some of the most influential people in general, but also people I talk to on a daily basis. Every time I've been around them, they give with zero intent to receive. I got it from Gus Bradley. He preached it all the time, D coordinator of mine. And that's how I live my life. Like, This offseason gave $1 million back to Eastern Michigan, the only team that gave me a chance to play D1 football, and we're helping, get that terrible track off the field.
Yeah.
Like, I think 1 of 2 still in D1 with the track around their field, and now that's going to be gone, and it's going to help them with their program. A ton of stuff I do. I have my own foundation now, the Maxx Crosby Foundation. And we're working a lot with pit bulls, pit bull rescues, and dog rescues in general. Helping with teen substance abuse, and just going above and beyond. Like for me, my personality, I need to be doing something. Like I love working, I love showing up and making a difference, and that's how I play the game of football. I want to be different. I want to stand out in my own right, not for selfish reasons, but to make change. And it's the reason why I play that many snaps. And there's a reason why I play with zero regard for my body, because I'm doing it for something way bigger than myself. And when it's off the field, it's the same way. I'm, sacrificing my time and efforts for others. And that's, at the end of the day, I feel like it always comes back. And that's how I carry myself on and off the field.
Yeah, that's awesome, Max. Keen to understand how you evaluate your own performance game to game, because I know a couple of years ago you didn't have the massive sack totals, but you were getting over 100 pressures. And I think anyone who watched the game could see your impact, even if you weren't getting home with the sack. So are there any numbers that you look at after the game, or how do you kind of evaluate how you played?
My goal is to be the best in the league, the undisputed best at what I do. So everything matters. I'm my own hardest critic. So I've had a bunch of coaches. I've had a lot of different, great coaches and mentors and people like that. But there's nobody that's as hard on me as I am with myself. And every single play matters. Every detail matters when it comes to my training, my sleep, my meal prep, whatever it is. Like, I'm on Radio Row today. I got a GMC with an outlet in the back with a microwave, so I can eat at 11 a.m. and have my snack and stay on point. Like, that's how dialed in I am. If I'm traveling, I need to make sure I have a cooler so I get all my meals and I could eat. Like, everything is dialed in. And I know it sounds crazy, but you have to start somewhere and then just keep adding. And every single year, I'm finding that 1% in every category that I can improve on. And that's why I've been able to continue to grow as a player and as a leader. So I know what I'm doing. I know I'm getting better every single day. And when I go to sleep and go to bed, I have a smile on my face because I know I did everything in my power to improve that day. Then when tomorrow gets here, I'll worry about it when it gets here. So every day, that's my mentality, and it's all year round. It's 365. I stretch every night. I got a cold plunge in the house. I got the infrared sauna. It's every single day, all year round. It doesn't stop for me. So I want to be the best to do it, and it requires every bit of my energy.
Max, you were, Antonio Pierce took over as the interim head coach in the middle of the season. You were pretty vocal after the season that he should be given the job full time. It worked.
Yeah.
So I think 2 things. Number one is just you should think about what else you want. Hey, we want to go private. That kind of. Just
you're on a good streak.
You got a good
Mark,
streak.
I need a jet.
Exactly. Hey, exactly.
No.
So it's something to think about with your social handles, but also what makes Antonio Pierce so great? Why did you want to go to bat for him so hard?
Yeah, to answer that, specifically with AP, is because he's real. Everything you see is what you get. It's black and white. There's no gray area. As a player, that's all you want. These are all grown men in the NFL. We're the best players on the planet. You want somebody that's going to keep it real, no matter if it's good or bad. If you're late, you're fine. It's not an argument. We already know that. You're late, you're fine. And everything, and not just one example, but that's how we operate. We're going to have fun. We're going to be us. He wants everyone to have their personality show. Don't try to be something you're not, and show up every single day with the intent to get better and help the team win. And that's what it's all about, playing a different style of football, bringing that old school Raider vibe back to Las Vegas. And, when they were great, that's what they were. They were the bad boys. When Jordan was doing his thing, before Jordan became Jordan, he had to go through the bad boys, the Pistons, and they won 2 titles and shook up the whole league. They were going against the Lakers, the Celtics, the Bulls. Nobody expected them to win. But that's what that's what our vision is coming in and shake up the league and change, how people look at Raider football. So, I stood on the table for him for a reason. I know everybody in that building felt the same exact way, and I have the voice to go out and say something. So if I got to take heat for it, and people got to have their own opinions, say, oh, nobody's above the shield and whatever, then you shouldn't even be a part of what we're doing. Because for me, being a Raider is being yourself and standing for what's right instead of taking a back seat and just letting things happen. And for me, I know I've been putting in the work and have earned the right to say something. So I was speaking for all my teammates. So if I got to take some heat, I'm cool with that. At the end of the day, I know where my heart is. I want the Raiders to win. I don't want to be anywhere. I don't see myself in a Lions jersey or anything else, or a Packers jersey. It doesn't even sound right, look right. I don't even know what that looks like. I'm supposed to be a Raider. I'm wearing Al Davis. Like, I live it every single day. It's a lifestyle. So, yeah, you know, if I got to stand on the table for what's right and take some heat, I'll do it every single day.
We love it. Max, you're with us today thanks to Papa John's. What do you got going on with them? Yeah,
so Papa John's, you know, they got the Vegas-style pizza, $58,000 in cash stuffed in the crust, and we're going to be giving it, I'm going to be giving it to a lucky winner. It goes till February 9th, so enter at Vegas-style pizza at papajohns.com for a chance to win.
Maxx Crosby, everyone. We got some leadership skills here from Max today.
1,000%.
Are you happy to hear that?
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, he's the anti-you guys.
I know. That's what I'm.
You guys are truly
saying.
little ass boys. I'm gonna
You're
see
in
if
that
I
category too.
I might take a page out of Max's book. I'm gonna tweet, if Jay and Connor aren't off my show, I'm leaving. In free agency. Yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
We'll
see if you have the same leverage as Maxx Crosby.
I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Listen, congratulations, Max, on all your success. It's terrific, and good luck with the Walter Payton Man of the Year award nominee as well. Just being nominated, I think, is a true testament. So continued success to you, my friend.
Hey, man. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
Max.
Absolutely.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.